Welcome into TYT Sports, everybody. I'm Rick Strom. That is Jayar Jackson. Did Isaiah Thomas possibly deserve better from the NBA and the Cleveland Cavaliers? In college, as you're going to see right here, his numbers were pretty solid for being the undersized point guard that he is. Many people do not remember he was a 3-year player at Washington. His points per game were hovering around 16 to 17. And even in college, as we're about to show you, he hit game winners. Take a look.
Shake, crossover, step back, and deposit,
Cold-blooded. Great call from Gus Johnson.
Man, Gus is the best.
He's all right. So, I'm just kidding. The second round is where he was picked, but actually, as we're going to show you, it was way down in the second round. It was, oh yeah, the last pick. So much so that you can't actually see it on the screen. It's at the very bottom.
Way down.
So what did he do? He balled out, as we're showing you right here. Every single year, aside from his first one, he's buried behind Marcus Thornton and Tyreek Evans and company. He did his thing. He slowly grew and slowly grew. And then what do you know? In 2014, the Sacramento Kings traded Isaiah Thomas to the Suns in a sign-in trade. The trade occurred after reaching a 4-year, $28 million contract. So who did the Kings get? $7 million trade exception and Alex Oriaki. Have you heard of him? Probably not. So then after that, what did he do with Phoenix? Well, he continued to ball, actually. He put up about 15 points per game, as you're seeing in the middle of the screen. And then, well, the Boston Globe reported, wait a minute, 3 p.m. trade deadline, Danny Ainge, trades Marcus Thornton and a 2016 first-round pick for Isaiah Thomas. Then it's like, okay, he gets to Boston and he puts up numbers, right? As you're seeing right here.
Mr. Fourth Quarter.
Mr. Fourth Quarter for 3 years. He was 19, 20, and 29. 19, 22, and 29. Then it's like, oh, wait a minute. The Cavs actually are trading Kyrie Irving for Isaiah Thomas. And then they're like, wait a minute. So his numbers were not great with Cleveland because he was suffering from that hip thingy. And then the Cavs, oh my God, he gets traded again and he goes to Los Angeles. Did Isaiah Thomas deserve better throughout this entire process, Jared?
Oh, you mean from the beginning of his whole career, not just Cleveland?
However you want to take it, my friend.
No, I mean he kind of came on the map more obviously once you get a nickname for being a scorer in the fourth quarter. That's when you come more on the map, and then it's like everyone knows who you are. And forget what he did when he first got in the league, and then I don't even remember the Suns' tenure.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know who they gave up on? They gave. You know who they thought was going to be good? Tyler Ennis and Archie Goodwin. It's like,
oh yeah,
it's like, damn, dude, you gave up on IT for those guys?
I was just thinking about those guys and how well they play.
Along with every other person in America.
So,
okay, well, let me ask you this. From a Cavs perspective, did he deserve better in your opinion?
You mean like they should have held, the only difference would have been if they held on to him longer after the trade deadline, because, or do you mean for this whole season? It was riddled with injuries, so it's one of those things where you didn't get a chance to, what could they have done differently? What, force him on the floor immediately when he gets in there, have him start and play full minutes? Because they ease someone in. So they treated him fine as far as what protocol is for treating an injured player. It's a star apparently, I'm sorry, additionally.
Right.
So I don't think they did anything wrong, but if the team was performing the way it should, they wouldn't have made these moves. I mean, did they treat Channing Frye wrong too? They got rid of him. So like, it's just a matter of the trade. They had to do something.
Channing Frye, a little bit different of a story though, as we do know.
Right, he has a history with him.
Yeah, he has a history, and not only that, he's been shipped around repeatedly, but he hasn't necessarily been doubted as much as Isaiah Thomas has.
And he also has been seen as much of a star, as Isaiah was.
Correct. Isaiah Thomas is like a star from an offensive perspective. The thing that weighs down his star stature is that he can't play defensively. He is the worst ranking point guard defensively. There's no doubt about it, and there's no way to hide it, even with a team.
There's not a lot you can do about that.
No, not at all.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the hard part. So to be treated badly, or maybe he should have been treated better, no, there's a reason why when you have a 6'5", 6'6" point guard,
like a Michael Carter Williams.
And what's Ben Simmons, 6'8"?
6'10".
Jesus. So when you got point guards that are that size, there's not much that someone can do that's treating you the right way. And it's not even his fault. It's not like you can go, damn it, Isaiah. If you could get your hands up, come on.
You'd still be under 6 feet.
He's got his hands up. It's like, where's the wingspan, Isaiah? Damn it. So I mean, there's nothing you can really say to him. So that's where he has issues defensively. I mean, also, Steph Curry has a few issues defensively. and he's
but
not
in comparison,
huge, but
well, he's 6'3".
Yeah.
I mean, he's big, he's tall. He's actually one of the more underrated defenders because people like to notice that in his first few seasons he wasn't good at defense.
Because of how great his offense is.
Correct.
But so his shortcomings were able to be fixed for working hard at it. Isaiah's shortcomings, you can't do much.
Here's my thing to simply answer this question now that we're getting the wheels spinning. It's that he was put in a position to fail. Think about it. David Griffin is there. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, whatever you want to think, one of them wanted the other out at some point.
LeBron and Kyrie, yeah.
Yeah, one of them wanted the other out, or one of them wanted to go away, or what have you, some variation. And Kyrie leaves. So really, if you think about it, Kyrie goes to Boston, Isaiah goes back. He was set up to fail, to be with a team that was never going to gel. The Cleveland Cavaliers even said it without stating literally, this team sucked.
Why were they never going to gel? Like, I get that they didn't, but why would we have known before?
Because you have Isaiah Thomas, you have LeBron James who wants to control the team, you have Dwayne Wade who has no knees, you have Derrick Rose who has no knees. I mean, you have Jeff Green who's okay off the bench. Kevin Love went down with an injury. Tristan Thompson, it seems like, doesn't know how to play basketball anymore.
But that's the thing.
And yet we put the onus, and this is why I think he does deserve better, is because we're all blaming Isaiah Thomas when really it's not his fault. It's the roster that was put together with a trade that didn't need to happen if you think about it. If Dan Gilbert tried to get LeBron James and Kyrie Irving in a room, which he would never ever do because he doesn't care to salvage the relationship between him and LeBron, if he wanted to do that in order to try and better the team and keep this together, because think about what you did. You traded Kyrie for Isaiah Thomas, and then basically what you did is you traded Kyrie for a Brooklyn pick that doesn't even look that sexy anymore for Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson. It doesn't work out for me. It doesn't do it.
At the end of the day.
And that's why I feel for Isaiah Thomas.
Okay, but when it happened, were people saying, "Oh man, Isaiah is being set up for failure here"? No, because
of course not. But now that we are able to look back and think about it, it's like, oh, okay. These are the moves, again, that I've said many times, that hire and fire general managers in the association, is whether it pans out.
I mean, and did the trade happen while or when they knew about this hip injury? I'm not sure when it happened. Did the hip
yes,
injury
they knew about it.
So,
yes, they knew about it. They thought that he was going to be ready by
So maybe that's
midway.
the thing. They misinterpreted the severity of the injury. And I think that's what hobbled him for the whole part of it. I mean, to gel with the team, you need time. And then when the expectations of the team to win a championship, and you're this key figure in it, and you miss damn near half the season or the first third of the season with an injury, and then you have to jump in the middle when things are already a little bit tumultuous. And now, fix it, Isaiah.
Right.
5'6". Is he 6? I was gonna say 5'8",
5'6", 5'7", something like that. So let us know your thoughts. Is Isaiah Thomas to blame, and did he deserve better?